Even a hurricane's embarrassed by Vice President Harris. Once again, she fell on her face because she made it about race. It was a weekend of harsh, damaging wind, but that's what you get whenever Kamala is at the microphone. While speaking at the DNC's Women Leadership Forum, the VP managed to take something that should have been unifying, a national emergency called a hurricane, and of course made it about race. So Cam, who should be first in line for disaster aid?
It is our lowest income communities and our communities of color that are most impacted by these extreme conditions. We have to address this in a way that is about giving resources based on equity, understanding that we fight for equality, but we also need to fight for equity, understanding not everyone starts out at the same place.
Sorry to all the Florida white guys. Good luck with your flooded living room. I'm surprised she didn't add, good thing white people are better at swimming. She's a bigot. But hey, at least Kamala is great at listing her accomplishments.
In your 2 years as vice president and many years holding office in California, what are the major changes that you have seen?
A lot over the years. But there's still so much work to do. We should applaud the work that we've seen result in progress.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. So what do you do about a Veep who puts the her in disaster? Bill Maher says she's got to go, suggesting Biden bump her from the Dem ticket in 2024.
Once you have that real estate and you wake up in the White House and your office is the Oval, I just don't think you give it up. Very hard to take the nomination away from the president.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Sitting president. And what I could see is replacing the vice president, because she's just not very popular anywhere, and it didn't seem to work out.
Wow, his audience applauded. So it's a great idea if you're Biden. You know, remember when Abe Lincoln got rid of Hannibal Hamlin in 1864? Although unlike Lincoln, Joe came into the office with brain damage. But Joe said he'd make history as the first president to have a black woman as VP, and now he can also be the first to fire one. Of course, like his son, Joe's not above using a woman and then asking her to leave. But you got that later. Emily, disgusting. But maybe instead of pushing Kamala out the door, the answer is even simpler. Maybe she just needs more bongos.
Have described rightly, which is that it is our lowest income communities and our communities of color that are most impacted by these extreme conditions and impacted by issues that are not of their own making. And so
women.
Absolutely.
Always makes it better. Professor, you notice that they're now pushing out the word equality and replacing it with equity, which is basically a way to, it's basically top-down equality instead of boosting people up. It's kind of scary. What did you make of this?
I should say that I'm now feeling targeted again about Canada because Kamala Harris grew up in Montreal. My high school played against her high school. We're roughly the same age. I missed a penalty shot when she was there. I blame her for my missed penalty game. But honestly, let me mention this before I comment about diversity, inclusion, equity. I've said this about Trudeau, but I'm now going to usurp it for her. If you take my career of almost 30 years as a professor, add up all of the students I've had, rank the dumbest student that I've ever had, that person would be about 100 times smarter than this lady. Regarding diversity, inclusion, equity, I mean, it's not just in these kinds of contexts you see it. At the university, everything now is meted out based on diversity, inclusion, equity. You get a professorship based on immutable traits. You get scientific grants based on immutable traits. It's the most fundamental violation of what made the West great, which is individual dignity. And so now we're losing it 1 inch at a time.
Yeah, it's true. Science is supposed to be independent of that stuff, Joe. but instead it's not. What say you, funny guy?
I think when Biden said his vice president, he said she has to be a woman and she has to be black, he should have said, and a third thing. There should also be a third thing that she needs, because there's no way he's going to be able to kick her to the curb.
No.
And imagine how she feels when people are looking at her and saying, you know what, we think this guy's got a better shot than you. And he can't even get off a stage without a crew of people coming to handle him and move him around. It's really the idea that he would be reaching out to marginalized communities. The only marginalized community he reaches out to is the deceased that he's looking around for. Yeah. And even dead people say, we see Joe Biden.
Yes.
So
he's obviously in the pocket of big Ouija board.
It's bad. Now, what I don't like is the use of the word equity, because equity does not mean need. And we've got people who are hit by a hurricane. It's pretty easy to figure out who needs help right now, and then to say, no, it's going to be this group. That's really unconscionable that you say that.
What do you think, Kat?
I think this is the worst she's ever looked, because talking about this is probably the easiest political layup of all time.
Right.
Like, nobody is pro-hurricane, so how did she still manage to piss people off when she was talking about it? It's not a contentious issue. Like, she's such a bad politician. This should have been the one thing where she could have done okay, and nope.
Blew it. She blew it. It was I think the basketball term is it was a layup, young lady. I play sports.
Did I write? I actually wrote that down.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that was what I chose because I'm a sports gal myself.
Yes. Emily, the sports gal has a good point. This was something that was a unifying event, and yet she was able to take something that, like, every American puts aside their team sport politics and works together. And she said, nah, black and white, minorities. Women and minorities hit hardest.
Yeah. She's like the worst kind of doll possible, where you pull the string and there's 3 sentences she says. And they're all unconstitutional, not just unconscionable, but literally unconstitutional. Shady as straight up racist.
Yeah.
To your point, yes, all Americans care about all Americans. We care about Americans in distress. And for her to come out of left field at the time when people have lost everything and have lost their family members, and our vice president knee-jerks this talking point that she thinks will win her votes, because she is that worst kind of elite Democrat liberal, which is, you will listen to what I say, you will vote a certain way, you should think a certain way because of your skin color. And therefore you should vote a certain way. She keeps ramming it down their throats. I think there will be a reckoning 100%. And the fact that we've already started to lose the late night talk show hosts, the other ones. I think it's a big indicator.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like how you put that in there. Guess she'll be invited back. Up next, did the strategy to slow COVID's transmission hurt young people's disposition?
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.